Welcome to E&B's Checklist, where we try to build old-fashioned base sets, one box, one pack, one card at a time.
Alright, welcome to part 2 of 2025 Bowman Baseball, another 5 blaster boxes. First round got us 100% of the base set, that's awesome, and about 50% of the prospects. We'll tally up the chrome at the end of the video, but without further ado, let me hand it over to my colleague.
Alright, we are back again. So, we were quite lucky, and at the end of our last video we actually hit a Jackson Churio base card. That brought us to 100% of the base cards in this set, amazingly enough, on the very last card of the last video. So we're at 100% of the base 100 cards, and then we have 54.67% of the Bowman Prospects cards, which are out of 150. So if we have a really lucky set of pulls here, we may be able to complete that Bowman Prospect set in this video as well, but we will find out. So again, let's just weigh these up, see if there's any difference. Like we talked about in the last video, didn't see a whole lot of variation in these boxes, although there you go, right off the bat you've got 4 grams of variation. Could be a security tag, could be something interesting. We shall find out. Turns out that Javier Mongolin, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, he's actually one of the best prospects for the White Sox. So that card is actually better than I had anticipated last time around in our last video. Alright, we've got a range from, what was that, 186, 185, 186, all the way up to 190 grams. So there's a bit more variation in this. If you recall, that green Chrome Refractor Auto did come out of the heaviest of the packs last time around. It was a 29 gram pack, so a little bit heavier than the rest of them. I think the rest came in at about 26, 27. So why don't we do this? Let's see what we got inside. We'll go through these quick. We'll start with the lightest of the boxes and see where we go from here. So if you recall, we only got 2 numbered cards other than this green auto that we have in front of us, so not a great showing really overall. 26 grams, 26 grams, 27, 27, 27, and 27. So honestly, the reason that I weigh these is more for my own interest and amusement. I do find it interesting to see if there is anything you can learn from the weighing of packs. I'm going to do a video coming up about some fat packs that I got, and just kind of thinking about, does it make sense to buy fat packs? Does it not make sense to buy fat packs? There you go. I just talked about how we didn't have a whole lot of number cards last time around, and we get one first pack out of 299, Thomas White with the Marlins. So again, I'm not terribly well versed on all of these rookies. If one of these rookies, sorry, not even rookies, these prospects, if one of these prospects is quite good, feel free to let me know in the comments. Would be more than happy to get some input on that. So back to what I was saying is, I am going to do a video about some fat packs. Just because you do see those in the wild. They are kind of out. They're not in a box like these are, obviously. And you kind of wonder, does anybody actually go into a Target or a Walmart or something like that and bring a scale and start weighing stuff to see what these things weigh? And then their question is, does it actually even matter? Does it make a difference? And so wanted to, there's a Brooks Lee rookie card. I wanted to, little Paul Skeens, just see what we can learn from weighing packs. Obviously, the goal is you do it after you already buy the cards, you have them at home. But I'm sure there are people out there that probably do it. Oh, there's our Thomas White again. So we got the chrome version of him and the purple version of him. But I'm sure there are people out there that are probably weighing packs live in a store, trying to find that one pack that weighs more and hope that there's something in it. But like I said, so far a lot of the times we've seen that more than anything it's just the wrong number of cards are actually put into the pack. Got a Brett Lauder, Rookie of the Year favorites. So we haven't seen a Bowman red rookie yet, which they've got a little red Bowman B up in the corner as opposed to the blue ones. They're all red with red circle with a white B. So the interesting question will be whether or not we are able to pull a second auto in this box. I don't think it'll be terribly likely. Got a Bryce Eldridge VIP. I think the odds are something more like 1 in every 6 to 7 boxes. So I think if we were to pull a second one in these 5 boxes, I think we'd be a little bit lucky. But we will see and hope we get lucky and hope for some number cards and hope for maybe another autograph. And maybe if we're real lucky, we will finish off that Bowman prospect set. So we've got a Luis Angel Acuna on the Rockstar Rookies. And since we haven't seen it yet, we should expect the Reptilian parallel in this, which are supposed to be 1 per box. So given that we haven't seen it yet, I'm going to assume it's in here. Luiso Angel Acuna again, so he's popular on the rookies today. PJ Morlando and Kellen Lindsay on the Reptilian. So there we go. As expected. All right, so one numbered card in that box. And as a reminder, these are getting heavier as we go up in the boxes. Actually, I need to make some room over here for the scale to go back. And we will again see if there's anything we learn. These 5 actually came directly from Topps. I want to say I ordered these on the day that Bowman was made available for sale, so does it make any difference if you get an early one or a later one? I don't know. But some people seem to believe that the earliest boxes are juiced or they're pumped up so people get excited about them and they go buy more. Is that true? I have no idea. But these are some of the first ones that were available, I think, from Topps as I bought them, I believe, on the day that they came out. So we got a little variation here. That one's a little bit lighter. If I had to guess, it's probably missing a card. .27 is pretty consistently the pack weight on these. So we'll start with the one that's 25 and we'll count the cards and see if we actually got 12 cards or not. My guess, probably got 11 cards, and that's why we're 2 grams short. Alright, well that was interesting. Why is that card turned around? Nothing seems unique about it. So I don't know why that's turned around. Well, we got a Charlie Condon paper. First Bowman. So now if we count these, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. I do not have a good explanation for why that one is 2 grams short. I also don't have a good explanation for why this card was turned around and backwards. Doesn't seem to be anything unique about it. Alright, so first light pack, nothing interesting. We got him last time, so that's the second one of these we have of him. Kyle Teal, if you recall, was our numbered card from last time. Oh, there's our Javier base card. Got a Bowman first, and we have another turned around card. What is going on with these? I am not sure why we're getting random turned around cards. So again, it's not a Bowman red rookie. Doesn't appear to be a refractor as best I can tell, and I believe they say refractor on the top of them. So we've now gotten 2 turned around cards without any clear indication as to what is special about them or why they might have been turned around. If anybody knows, feel free to comment. Let me know. I am not an expert on Bowman. And generally in Topps product, when they have it turned around, it indicates something, but apparently not here. Another very important prospect, Aiden Miller. I feel like we might have gotten that one last time around as well. So after this is all done, I will go and log these. I will go see if we were able to pull those various different Bowman prospects that we needed. We have a Reese Hines Rockstar Rookies, and we'll see how close we get. My guess is we probably will not get everybody that we need. We hit 54.87% of the Bowman prospect set first time around, so we would really need to pull all the right cards with very little, if any, duplication of those Bowman prospects to make sure we had the whole set. So I'm going to guess we probably aren't going to see the full set of Bowman prospects out of these 5 boxes, but we'll see. Rodriguez and Kevin McGonigal. That's a great pull on the Reptilian. Unfortunately, it's just a base Reptilian, but either way, always good to get it of a nice prospect. And he is certainly one of the tops that we would want to chase. So that's a positive for sure. Again, only one pack left in this, and we only have one colored card. So we're not doing too great in the color department on Bowman so far. I think typically people look to get about 1 per pack, or sorry, 1 per box, blaster box, and we did not get that in the first one, and we certainly haven't seen, and they love to do this to me. As soon as I start talking about colored cards, out comes Nolan Rendo, 280 out of 499. So I think this is a teal paper. So Topps is trying to put me in my place every time I mention number card, because that seems to be the second time now that I've mentioned number cards in these 5 boxes, and then all of a sudden out comes a numbered card. So we'd definitely like to see some in chrome, or see some in some of the lower numbers. We've got a 299 and a 499, so not the greatest pulls on the color, but certainly better than not pulling any color at all. So we've got a Blake Baldwin 65 top prospects. Edward Quintero, I believe he's a pretty good prospect. We actually pulled a Reptilian of him last time around. And Braylon Payne, I think, is also another solid prospect with Jesus Mata. I think the Brewers have a pretty good farm system right now. Couple first Bowman Chromes. Like I said, we're going to get a whole lot of those. You get about 11 of them per box. You get 2 per pack, minus the Reptilian. So, alright, we're getting closer and closer to that 190 gram box. So it'll be interesting to see why that first box weighed 5 grams less than the last box. And maybe it means nothing, or maybe it means something good. We will find out. Let's give these packs a quick weigh, see if there's anything interesting going on with them. For some reason my scale does not like to stay on grams for some reason. So Topps is pretty consistent with their packaging. Well, that one's 25. Most of these have all been 27, and then that green auto came out of one that was 29. And it's actually the only one we've seen so far that's 29, so I don't know if really had anything to do with it, or if it was just a matter of coincidence that it came out of the heaviest pack. So it did have, if I recall correctly from the last video, it did have a couple chromes plus a chrome parallel. So all in all, there was 4 chromes in that pack. So that is entirely possible as to why that may have weighed in at 29 grams. So we may end up with a second base set here. The base set at 100 cards is not a very big base set, and you do get 72 cards per box, 12 cards per pack, 6 packs per box. Now there is a lot of inserts, there are a lot of chrome cards, but it still leaves you with quite a bit of opportunity to collect that base set if it is of interest to you. As you guys know, here on Checklist, we do like collecting base sets, so if I get a second one, I'm not going to be upset about that. So I don't know, I'm tempted to talk about the color cards again in the hopes that Topps proves me wrong and pulls a color card out to shut me up, but not yet. We got 4 more packs in this, so we won't talk about color cards quite yet. Christian Moore, very important prospects. So these chrome cards are pretty thick. They are nice, heavy stock. Matt Wilkinson, that is the 3rd Matt Wilkinson I think we've got, and it's actually the 3rd Charlie Condon that we've gotten. So if I'm gonna get duplicates of a player, not a bad one. And there, like I mentioned before, there has been a lot of challenge of the quality control, but so far my Charlie Condons have been pretty solid. So no complaints for me. Haven't looked as closely, to be honest, at every single chrome card, but my Charlie Condons have looked pretty good, and that now makes 3 Charlie Condons, and I'm on my 8th box, so not too bad. Will we get a second Charlie Condon in this box like in the last 5 set? I don't know, but we got 3 Matt Wilkinsons and 3 Charlie Condons, so if I go back and review the tape, as one might say, I suspect those 2 come in pairs when you pull your chrome cards. I will go back and look at the first video to see if that is truly the case or not, but I do certainly know we had 2 Matt Wilkinsons. Connor Norby. Oh wow, look at this. Jordan Westberg. Autograph out of 250. So not only did we get an autograph, but we got another color card. So this is a paper one. It's not quite the same thickness and stock as the Javier Mongolin that we have, which I'm going to put this in front of that because at this point that is from the old boxes and not the new ones. So not too bad. This does not appear to be a... Yeah, so he is just a regular major leaguer. He's been in the league for a bit. Drafted in 1st round in 2020, 30th overall pick. But hey, we got a colored autograph. Now, unfortunately, I think all the paper ones for Bowman are actually sticker autographs. So this is a sticker autograph, where that Javier Mongolin is actually an on-the-card autograph. So, always prefer on-card if we can get it, but I believe all the paper ones are Edwin Quintero again. Pretty solid. So, we have a reptilian of him, now we've got a chrome of him, so That's pretty cool. We got Big Christmas and a couple others. So let's sleeve up this Eduardo Quintero, and if at some point we got to pull him down because we get better hits, that's okay. I won't complain. But for now, we'll sleeve him up and top load him because that's a pretty good rookie, or not rookie, sorry, pretty good prospect. So we've got 2 numbered autos so far out of 8 boxes. We've got 4 other number cards with the Thomas White and the Nolan Arendo. So that makes 2 autos, 4 other numbered cards out of 8 boxes so far. Could we get so lucky as to get another auto? I don't know, but we will find out. There's the base Nolan Arendo. Got a Walker Jenkins Loading Greatness. Oh, Jack Caglione. Never hurts to have him. Just put that in a sleeve as it's a regular paper base card. I don't think we've got him on the silver yet, but he's a good pull. And we got Dylan Fine on the Reptilian. Dylan Cruz rookie. Alright, last pack of box number 8. Got James Triantos, number 94 of the best prospects. I gotta be honest, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Joe Stinson? I don't know. If you know, feel free to let me know. Oh man, another color card. We've got Sung-Chi Chen, 122 out of 199 on I guess the purple refractor maybe. So we got quite a bit out of this box. This was a pretty solid box. Can't complain about that one at all. So thanks, Topps, for giving me that box, I guess. Now, again, somebody's going to say, oh, Topps sent you that box. They loaded it up for you. No. I just go on Topps.com and I order it. And they have absolutely no idea who I am. Just lucky. Got an extra chrome out of there. Topps does not know me from a hole in the wall. Alright, so not bad. We're still going up in weight. I don't know that weight has made any difference whatsoever since most of these packs have all been 27 grams. I'm curious about that last box, which was a little bit heavier. This again was a gram or 2 heavier, but very well may be a security tag or something that is completely boring and not interesting. Often find security tags in here, and that's all it really is. And with our typical 27 gram packs, nothing terribly of interest. It's a little bit lighter. So that auto is paper, like I mentioned. It's not a chrome card, and I suspect having the extra chrome card is what made that first 29 gram pack weigh more. But let's find out, and maybe that last box has something interesting in it now that's a little bit heavier than the rest of them. We will find out. Hopefully you're enjoying the rips. We want to do something a little bit different, so we've got obviously the nice Kobe Mayo card right there. We've got the chasing of the sets that we do. PJ Morlando, it's a good one. And then hopefully you find the weighing of packs interesting. And right now, like I mentioned, haven't found too much in the ways of any insights or interesting facts, but hopefully as we think about doing this more and we look at this a little bit more, maybe we'll start to learn a bit together as we go through and weigh these. J.G. Weatherholt, VIP. Good card right there. Matt Wilkinson again, and Charlie Condon again. So I think that probably confirms what we had suspected, that Matt Wilkinson and Charlie Condon seem to travel as a pair when we talk about the Bowman Chrome cards in here. So that is our 4th Matt Wilkinson, and that is my 4th Charlie Condon as well. So they certainly do seem to travel in pairs. Again, maybe the only one I would be a little bit happier with is if I got a couple more Jesus Mates in there, but Charlie Condon is certainly one that if I'm going to get quadruplicates in 8 boxes, or I guess I'm on my 9th box now, of the Chrome, I'll certainly take those Charlie Condons. So he was an absolute rock star in college, and we'll see how he does in the majors. Speaking of rock stars, Spencer Schwellenbach, the rock star rookie. Insert. No, that's the Sung Chi Chen, the guy we got that purple chrome, purple refractor, I guess it is. Edward Quintero again, and Christian Campbell again. I think Christian Campbell again. I shouldn't say that. I'm not actually sure. We pulled him after Edwin Quintero the last time around. Again, we can go back to the tape and take a look, but you do notice as you open boxes, and this is only the 9th box of Bowman Blasters I've actually even opened, so I haven't opened much of this, but you do start to notice the way that they pack stuff and collation. And if you've watched any optic openings, 2024 Donruss optic openings, you will start to figure out that there is a order to the purple shocks. You can actually fairly predictably predict when like a Bo Nix or a JJ McCarthy is coming up based on who is pulled from a purple shock perspective. I think generally it's 2 packs ahead of them. So with fairly good certainty you can project if you're going to get one of those big quarterbacks. I suspect if somebody took the time to actually document the whole order, there's probably more you can predict, but most people obviously care about the big quarterbacks. So that's the one that people have figured out. Spencer Schwellenbach on the rookie grade, on the greatness loading. So it does appear that also in Bowman there's some certain order to the way these cards are collated and how they're paired. If you watched our 24 high number, Heritage High Number series, you'll notice that there are certain players in that they're always paired together. You'll see them consistently pull out of packs in the same order. Trying to think if I recall that in... Oh, there you go. Charlie Condon's Colorado Card Cave. So we got a cool one of those as well with Charlie Condon. But yeah, you start to notice that there is some commonality in the order. If you watch some of our Tops Series 1 that we've done, so we've got some celebration videos out there, or the Easter eggs that were out. You can see it there as well. I think it's like 240 and 120 often travel in packs. If I go through the rip list that we actually go through and track, I'm sure I could find some others where you see them. We did see Engel Urena earlier. I'll go back and check whether or not Hyung-chan followed him as well. I don't recall off the top of my head, but this is why it's actually kind of fun to record stuff. So yeah, of course, love making videos for you guys. But it's also fun to go back and check stuff like that and see kind of what the order was as stuff came out and figure out those collation things that are of interest. So we've got Cole Young, top 40 prospects. So it looks like, oh goodness, just as I was going to say, it looks like we don't have anything else. We've got a Travis Bazana, 124 out of 299. What this is called, I do not know, but it is some sort of wild sparkle refractor looking card. Apologies that I don't know. Some of the some of the different parallels and stuff that they have are not entirely clear on what these things are. So just as I was about to say, I wonder if we're going to get any more color in this box or in the next box. Out comes Travis Bazzana. So unfortunately it is not a Bowman first, but it is a numbered card to 299, so no complaints there, and it is another chrome card. So we've now got 2 chrome number cards. We've got a two non-chrome number cards. We'll take Jack Caglione down. And we've got an auto. So far for 5 boxes, pretty dang good. Or sorry, for 4 boxes, pretty dang good. And then I always like to leave out hope that that heavy box actually means something. So why don't we crack into that and see if this 190 gram box means anything or means absolutely nothing at all. But be very interesting to see if one of these packs is heavier than 27 grams, as we've been seeing is pretty consistently the number. Because the overall box is just 2, 3, 4 grams heavier than all the other ones were. So it'll be interesting to see what, if anything, we can get out of this. And I mean, I'd be absolutely thrilled if we could get a another auto out of here and get 3 autos out of 10 boxes. That would be pretty amazing. Right now we're sitting in at 2 autos. And it does not appear... Oh, wow. Well, there you go. Actually, you can't even see that. Sorry about that. So we have a 26 gram pack. We have 4 27 gram packs. And let's figure out what's going on with this one at the very end. My guess is it's extra cards. But hopefully it's something more interesting than that. But that is a big difference going from 27 as your norm to 31 grams. So that would lead me to believe there's probably an extra card, maybe even 2 in there, but we will find out and see what the last pack brings us. J.G. Weatherholt, good prospect. Alright, no color in that pack. No auto in that pack, but now I'm very intrigued by this very last pack, and if it turns out all it is just an extra card in there, be a little bit of a letdown, but what are you going to do? Colt Emerson, very important prospect. Looks thicker. I'm going to go with it has an extra card or 2 in it. Start off with low expectations, and hopefully I can only be surprised on the upside. Kobe Mayo, Rookie Rock Stars. Will we get any more color? Let's hope. Walker Jenkins, Greatness Loading. Tin Hence on the Reptilian. Alright, only 2 packs left. Will we get anything interesting? Will we get lucky? Number 75, Tommy Troy. Braylon Payne and Jesus Mate on the chrome, so nice. 2 teammates on the nice chrome, second to last pack. Not bad at all. I don't think I have seen a chrome refractor yet. I don't know what the odds of those are. I have to look that up, but haven't seen a chrome refractor yet. So we got 2 Jesus Mate chromes and 4 Charlie Condon chromes out of our 10 boxes. Both 2 young lefties, 6'2", 186, 6'1", 187. Oh, Jesus Mate actually bats lefty and righty, and he throws righty. Braylon Payne bats and throws lefty. First round draft pick, Braylon Payne, 2024, 17th overall. So, a couple good ones, and what do we think? I'm going with extra cards. We'll count these up in a second, but that's my guess. 1. Oh, we got a damaged card on the top here. It's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another Thomas Sagis. So that makes 6 for the Thomas Sagis. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards, and that, my friends, is why we were heavy. And there does not appear to be anything interesting about that last pack other than the fact we got 14 cards, so they gave us 2 extra cards in there. And doesn't appear it's a refractor or anything. So, overall, can't complain. Got Jesus Mate, Braylon Payne, Edwin Quintero, again, Charlie Condon, twice, Kevin McGonigal on the Reptilian, Jordan Westberg on the Purple Paper Auto out of 250, Thomas White, 299 on the Purple Paper, Nolan Arendo, 499 on the Purple Paper, Sung Chi Chen, 199 on the Purple Refractor, I guess, I don't know, and Travis Bazana, 299 on the Sparkle Refractor, I call it. So an auto, 4 color cards, and some great chromes. Not bad all in all, and hopefully we will complete that Bowman Prospect set, but we'll update the end of the video and put up a graphic or something if we were able to complete that to give you guys an idea of how much we were able to complete. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and please like and subscribe.
All right, so that was another 5 boxes, 360 cards. Again, we already had the base set. We're now at 82% on the prospect set, and we tallied up all those chrome cards. 47.3% of the chromes collected. You can see that checklist up on the screen here. 10 boxes. That was a really fun rip. Really enjoying this product line. So we'll see you in the next one. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks again for tuning in.